So I was in the shower, I was cleaning my ass and making all sure it's all sparkly, spanky clean.
I'm not the funny one, I'm the pretty one.
Cock shots. I just checked myself out.
Candles, music, wine, and then lube up and get on top.
The glory hole's like a dick theater. I've imagined your family.
Which means your pants had better come off. Mama needs playtime. I do that.
We're not sluts.
We just love love.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
This is Mrs. Adam.
This is Mr. Adam.
We have a slightly different podcast for you this evening.
It's sort of a live podcast because we're podcasting. Well, we're alive,
Yes.
but we're actually
That's true.
we're actually doing something.
Yes, and so it may be a little choppy because it happens in bits and pieces, but we'll let you know as we go along.
It comes in fits and spurts. That's what I like to think of it. But yeah, so tonight we have purchased a Clone-a-Willy kit.
And I'm so excited because this is something we've looked at for a little while now, and just never actually pulled the trigger on it until we were at a Stockroom in LA on holiday.
Yeah.
And we found a Clone-a-Willy kit and thought, you know what, let's just do it.
Yeah. So over this podcast, the goal, hopefully it works, is to step 1, clone the Willy. Step 2, the next time somebody says, go fuck yourself, I'm going to go fuck myself. There you go.
Yeah. And when Mr. Adam is traveling, well, I can still have sex with him.
Yeah, I'll still be, part of me will still be here.
That's true.
Deep inside of you. All right, so let's start with an unveiling.
Right, so let's see how we do this. I feel like I'm going to take some
pictures of this as well. That way we can post it to our our Twitter feed.
I need to see how we're supposed to even do this. I'm not really sure.
Let's see the
can you see?
Clone-a-Willy. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah. All right, so we have the Clone-a-Willy kit.
There's all these parts. There's like bags and a tongue depressor.
A thermometer.
Do I have to have a tongue depressor?
Apparently. It has a thermometer, an alginate impression material, silicone rubber base, silicone catalyst, and a vibrating unit. It vibrates too. Oh my God,
I know,
that's
right?
awesome.
Just like the real thing. So I find it interesting that there's an alginate base because anybody... I don't know if we talked about this on a recent podcast, but we learned how to make Nuru massage.
That's true,
lube,
yeah.
And it is sodium alginate. So if you're out there and you want to make your own Nuru massage, don't buy the expensive stuff at the sex store. Go and...
Well, you can if you want to waste money, but...
Well, just send your money to us. We'd much rather take your money and then tell you how to make Nuru with sodium alginate. So, yeah. If you're interested, just let us know. We'll tell you.
All right. So I love the first 3 instructions.
Okay.
Well, we'll go to 4. We'll do the first 4 instructions here. Number 1. Copying a penis is easier and more fun with a sexy helper.
Wait. Okay, number 1, I want to see you copy a penis by yourself. Step 1, get a penis.
Yeah.
And... I'm not sure I would ever copy my own penis. Actually, it would be great art.
You actually would.
I would.
No.
It's true. Actually, let me rephrase that. I would totally copy my own penis, and then I would mount it.
You would do it without a sexy helper.
Pun intended. Yeah. All right. So, all right. What's step 2?
Step 2 is use a penis pump / penis ring to maximize your size.
Oh, should I go get a penis pump?
We have both of those. I think we should use both just to see what happens.
All right. You talk to the audience at home. I'm going to get the pump.
All right. Well, that kind of leads into step number 3, which is be quick. Be quick, Mr. Adam. You have just 2 minutes to insert your penis into the molding tube. So apparently once we get all of this stuff mixed up and made up, and wow, it does require a whisk and whatnot to stir it all together. But yeah, once we get it all mixed up, we only have 2 minutes to put the penis into the molding tube. That's not
a lot of time.
Yeah, that's not a lot of time.
Look, right here.
Which I guess why the penis pump, to help have it all ready to go when that time comes.
It just makes me happy. I love the sound.
And then number 4.
I should probably get some lube for this.
Would you like to know number 4?
Sure. What's number 4?
Extra large, 4% of men may not have enough silicone to fill the mold. Use an XL vibrator instead of the vibrator in this kit. find one at cloneawilly.com.
Okay, I just want to say I like that they say 4%.
I know, that's pretty precise.
You know, because if you look at Grindr or RHP or Tinder or whatever, the number of guys that claim they're like 12 inches or 10 inches, I mean, that's negative.
I also like that on instruction the next set of instructions, it says to cut the tube to match the length of your erect penis plus half an inch. Curved penis? ? Visit cloneawilly.com/curved.
Oh, wow. I sort of have a curve.
So apparently they have specific instructions for curved penises. Well, I'm guessing curved enough to where it won't fit in the
we'll
mold.
see. I think I'll fit in.
You'll fit in the mold, I think. You're not that curved. I've seen some really, really curved ones.
I know, the ones that are turning around looking at them, at their balls. Like, hey guys, what you doing down there? I've seen a couple of those. Those can be actually a lot of fun.
Yeah. Oh, they can be in the right direction, position.
I
yeah.
know, right? Mm-hmm. All right, so...
All right, so now we have to start actually mixing things up, so we need to move to the kitchen.
We're going to move the whole rig to the kitchen?
Well,
we need to cut it and make... So first of all, I have to get erect.
Yes. How does that happen?
I don't know. It's kind of funny because now I feel like I'm all shy because all the people at home are listening, and I know there are people on the bus. Hello, bus people. Or possibly people going into a mall and rolling their windows down to take a ticket out, and then that's when I go cock. Hello, people, and I don't want to embarrass those people.
Really?
I know, right? I totally want to embarrass those people. Cock. All right, so let's... I'm taking my pants off.
All right.
And now I'm naked.
And now I get to go to town.
Wow. I thought I was supposed to use the penis pump.
Nope. I mean, you can afterwards, but...
Don't talk with your mouth full.
Really? Mm-hmm.
We're just going to go quiet here for a little while.
Would you like to use it, Hunt? And see what happens?
Yeah, we can.
Uh-huh.
All right, reach over here because...
Oh, okay. We're going to put the cock ring on and the penis pump.
Well, you know, I want to make it... I want to give myself as good a chance as possible, right?
You want to fuck yourself as much as possible.
I know, right? All right, so we're pretty much...
Do you want some lube?
We do the natural lube, a little bit of spit. All right.
Like a glove.
I know, right?
Yep.
I got to remember how to use this thing.
I don't think it takes a lot of...
Genius.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of genius.
Really?
Every time I use this thing, I think of Austin Powers. It's not my bag, baby. Yeah. So, for anybody at home who's never used a penis pump, let me be honest. It kind of hurts. It's not the most comfortable experience.
What hurts about it?
Is it
at the base? Is it the pressure?
Yeah, it's so much pressure because your cock is expanding from every direction.
Mm-hmm.
So it's part of it is like oral sex, but part of it is kind of like it's just expanding from every direction, and it's not necessarily a pleasant feeling. I mean, it's not horrific, but it's not like I wouldn't. It's not something that I would want to feel all the time. Let's put it that way.
So we need to cut the tube.
Yeah.
To cock size plus a half an inch. So let me get a Sharpie so we can mark where to cut it.
Look at her being all scientific and shit. Yeah, so, hey, friendly neighbors. I'm sitting here with the cock ring on and, 3/4 mast. It's kind of awkward to tell people this.
I thought you were supposed to be 100 masks before we do this.
I am. I realize that, but... Yeah, I mean...
All right, let's go for... No, it says sealed end.
Oh.
And then all the way up plus a half an inch. So we're going to cut it to here.
I would cut it a little.
That's a full inch, babe. Do we need to pull out a ruler?
No. I just like to think bigger of myself.
All right, so we'll cut it to about there.
All right.
All right, it doesn't really say how to cut, so we might take a break and go.
Yeah, we're going to take a break and figure out how to cut this shit.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
All All right, so here we are back in the, well, I guess not back in, but in the kitchen. So we
It's where all good cooking happens, right?
we have our water in the mixing bowl. And now I need to add the powder.
Yep. And I am currently looking for a little bit of, inspiration online to, it's going to be, I'm kind of concerned because I've got to stay hard throughout this whole thing without any actual touching.
No manual, no oral stimulation. I mean, that doesn't mean you can't have, play elsewhere.
That's
It's
true.
not on the penis itself.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so mixing the powder, and it says to stir for no longer than 60 seconds.
Should I have started a timer?
Yeah, start a timer.
All right.
It doesn't say how vigorous, though, because, you can mix it lightly or not so lightly for 60 seconds.
It's true. Pour a little more wine here. And we're going to try to take a picture for everybody at home, that way you can see.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome. It does paste up pretty well, wow. Lumps go away quickly.
Wow, that's,
Yeah, it's kind of awesome.
yeah.
Get my exercise here,
I
doing
know,
my
right?
whisking.
That's awesome.
Alright, 60 seconds is longer than you think when you're doing this.
It's been 60 seconds right now.
Okay, good.
So do you pour it into the cup? Is that,
We pour it into the molding tube,
yeah?
and then we have 2 minutes to insert the penis.
All right, so I'll set the timer and you can pour.
Alright, here we
And then
go.
I'll let you, give me a little more motivation before I finally,
Uh-oh, I might need to...
do you need a spatula?
I may need a spatula.
There you go.
Well-stocked kitchen,
Yeah, that's
very
right.
important.
Always important. Wine, spatulas, and everything else.
So why I don't do the cooking.
Do you want a funnel?
It's alright, we'll make it.
Oh yeah, that looks great.
Yeah.
That's like the perfect size.
Perfect, look at
Look
you.
at that.
Perfect
I'm
size.
the perfect size. You hear that, folks? I'm the
Yes.
perfect size. That's gonna spill out
I know,
everywhere.
that's
It's gonna
okay.
be awesome.
We can clean the kitchen.
All right, so unfortunately we're over tile, so you got 2 minutes starting now. So now we get the, the required 2-minute blowjob.
Maybe a minute and a half.
Well, the good hand job as well. That always is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I just have to say this. You have the best oral skills of any partner I've ever been with. Oh.
You ready to put it on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, here you go.
You're getting a towel. I love it.
Alright.
All right.
You ready for it?
Yeah. Wah
That
wah.
sucks.
Well,
Because that 2
was-
minutes is too long. Good to know, but... Alright, so here we are back in the kitchen. The first time we tried to do this Clone-a-Willy thing,
Wah wah.
yeah, it said that you had 2 minutes after mixing the stuff to put the penis in, and then let it sit for 2 minutes. Yeah, that's not the case. I think you had about 10 seconds to put the penis in before it hardened, because we did it at 1:30. We actually set a timer, and it was already good and firm at that point, and there was no getting anything in there.
The mold, not the penis.
Yes, the mold, not the penis. So, we went to our local art supply store and bought some alginate powder. It's not exactly the same stuff, but it's basically the same stuff. It's for the same purpose. And Mr. Adam, earlier today, did a very quick mold of his finger to make sure of how it all worked this time. Product testing, very important. And now he's mixing a little bit more up again, so we can finally get on with the penis mold. So exciting. I'm going to do a little more fluffing in the meantime.
All right, are we ready? As I'm dripping it on you? Yes, see.
All right, so we got the mold on.
It's fucking warm. I can already pull my hand away, and the stuff outside is
But you never know about the stuff inside.
True, so we'll
might
let it
take
go.
a bit longer, yeah.
Yeah. Funny though, I can already feel here. I can already feel I'm probably losing the erection.
I was wondering about that because it says to keep it on for 2 minutes. That's a long time without any kind of stimulus. Stimuli? I don't know.
Pulling off the dead stuff.
Not dead penis stuff.
No.
Dead silicon stuff or whatever, alginate stuff.
My phone. So, as a side note, anybody who's listening, so I've got this on, and it's really warm. It was very difficult to get on the timing wise between the getting the gel, mixed, and then poured in, and then made the mold out of it. We've got a mold. We'll see if it actually works, but yeah, it's really, really warm. But in a good warm. All right. I can already feel myself coming out of this.
Is it time to pull away?
Yeah.
All right.
Pulling away.
And as a side note, we'd put a little bit of lube on him so the mold wouldn't stick to him.
I can see thin spots in there.
Yeah.
Where I've come to the edge.
Well, we'll see.
Pun intended. So yeah, well, we've got something. We've got a mold. Now it has to sit for a while.
4 hours plus.
Yeah. So tomorrow night we will.
We'll fill it and see what happens.
Fill it and see what happens, right?
Yep.
All right. Cool. We'll check back in later.
All right. So our Clone-a-Willy has now successfully sat for 4 hours. So we have the mold of the penis. And now the next step is to mix up the silicone and pour it in and put the vibrator in and then let it dry for a while. Don't mess up my angles. I have it all set to where it'll go. I can stick it in.
Yeah, I'm just thinking it looked bigger from the outside.
That's usually how it is.
Yeah.
So we have 2 silicone mixtures that they've provided. One is a very clear kind of milky solution, and then the other one is a pinkish
flesh tone
kind of salmon color. So let me find my little tongue depressor that they supplied, and it's probably sitting underneath all of this. There it is. So I'm going to pour this in, mix it up, and see what happens. See if we can make a vibrator.
Make a willy.
Yeah, exactly. Make a Mr. Adam Willy.
It's kind of gross.
Yeah, it's a very thick solution. This is the clear kind of milky one I'm pouring in right now. Let's see. So I said to use the tongue depressor to get as much of it out as possible.
That's smart.
Yeah. It's like they've done this before or something. Even though I still say the timing is a little bit off, but yeah. All right, so now the pinkish one's going in. That's a lot thinner. More of a like a paint consistency, not as much of a gel. All right. So mix it together. Was it for 2 minutes, I think it said?
Yeah.
I don't think it needs that much to mix together, but I'll give it a little bit. They don't really say how much to pour into the
willy hole?
mold. Yeah, the willy hole. I was going to go with a more technical term like a mold, but they don't say how much to pour into there. So I'm just going to maybe do halfway because the vibrator is going to take up a fair bit of room.
Agreed.
So we're just going to pour some in and see what happens here. All right, and spout is opening. Here it comes. Whee!
Fill up that willy hole. Keep going.
Yeah?
Yeah, sure, why not?
That's more
There you go.
halfway.
Let's
All right,
see.
let's see what happens.
I'm going to shove this thing down in there.
And if we need to, we can... looks pretty good.
I think we need a little more.
Just a touch more? Okay. We'll put a scooch more in. All right, let's try that.
We can trim off the extra. I
Yeah,
reckon.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's,
Plenty?
yeah.
And
How far was I supposed to put that in again?
just the cardboard is supposed to be your stopping point.
Oh, okay.
When the cardboard hits, you stop.
Okay.
So that way you still have access to grab the vibrator and change the batteries and things like that, you know. Smart stuff.
That's fucking smart.
I know. Somebody's thought this through.
All right, well, let's see what happens.
All right, so now we're supposed to leave it for, 24 hours before we remove, if I can talk, the finished dildo from the mold. So we'll just let it be and come back to you guys in 24 hours and see what we have.
Okay.
So we have our silicone mold.
It's not attractive.
No, it really isn't. But they say that after 24 hours, we should just be able to pull it right out.
But there's a lot of silicone goo.
I don't know if that's exactly 100% how it works. I think we're going to have to destroy this mold to get it out.
Yeah, I reckon so. This is, ugh.
Yeah, it's going to make a mess.
Let's take a picture to, to...
Oh, wait, look, air's coming in.
That's good. I like air.
I can see it on the side of the plastic that it's in.
All right, we're going to take a picture here. I'm going to have to post all these pictures.
Yeah. Hold on, let me get this out of the way. There we go.
Click. All right.
Yeah, see, you got air coming in there. Not sure exactly.
It's like opening a Christmas present.
Yeah, it's not just like pop goes the weasel, it comes out.
And pop goes the weasel. All right. It looks like a dog chewed on it. Not exactly what I want to hear about my willy. Okay. Maybe I can just shake it and it comes out. I know, it sounds like a personal problem, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay.
Oh, there's some wiggle in. Do you want me to get a knife or scissors to cut that with?
We'll see. Let's see. Hang on. We're definitely going to have to trim this because there's a lot of silicone.
Yeah.
That's kind of out there.
I just want to see if it even comes out looking anything like a willy, first of all. Then we can worry about the rest.
Oh.
Well, it's coming out of the tube at least. We'll have to get the mold stuff away from it, but that's okay. We can do that.
God, this
Sure
stuff
you don't
is...
want to just cut it?
Yeah, I think we should just cut it.
Yeah, here.
Oh, look, we have scissors right
I've got
there.
scissors. I don't have a knife, but we can do it on this side.
All right, we're doing surgery. Don't
See if
cut
that's
yours.
enough, and if I need to do more, I will. Do we need to puncture it
Yeah.
down here? Get some airflow in?
Another thing you don't want to hear about your willy. All right, it's a bris.
Try
There you
that.
go. There you go.
Yeah.
Listen to that. Oh, yeah, that sounds good. All right. Now, let's take this because it's going to be garbage.
Yep.
And we're
That's
gonna
okay.
we're gonna rip the mold here away from the willy,
On the silicone.
from the silicone.
The alginate mold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oop.
Ooh, it's exciting. It's like unveiling. It looks like a willy. But that's kind of awesome. I
Wait,
mean,
is that what I look like? All right, that's wow.
Yeah.
looking at that, I'm like all huge and shit.
Well, I was gonna say the head, the split's not exactly right, but that's okay. We'll
Well, yeah,
worry about
because
that later.
that's frightening, but
I think yeah.
yeah, it's a little wet there still.
Yeah, that's why. That's okay.
Yeah, I put it up to myself. That's pretty much what it looked like. Yeah, so
Love it.
there you go. So it's all, I even see my veins.
I know. That's what I was concerned might not come out is the
Yeah.
veining, but.
All right, well there you go. That's
Yeah.
my willy.
Well, we'll let it finish air drying here just a little bit. There's a bit of moisture on the tip. No pun intended.
It's pre-cum. That's what that is. Silicone pre-cum.
Yeah.
Actually, looking at it, and I will say, in hindsight, I think next time no vibrator,
Yeah.
because I think the vibrator actually takes away from it. I don't like that as much, but yeah,
We'll have to do it again then.
yeah, not bad, not bad.
Cool.
So there you go. All right, well,
Well, we had success. We'll let this dry a little bit here, and then at some point, we'll give it a go and play with it and see what happens.
fuck yeah. All right, we'll keep you posted.
Yeah. We'll
Come
be
back
for
soon.
that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Clone-a-Willy made. We have a replica of Mr. Adam's penis. It's very exciting.
I mean, if you're gonna have two of something, it might as well be a penis
Yeah. I have no
breasts.
problems with that.
or people.
So yeah, so we have the penis made.
Yeah.
And we played with it.
Yep.
And there were times as we were playing with it that I really, really wish we were recording because Mr. Adam had some fantastic comments as we went along. The first of which, before we ever got to play, he looked at it and he's like, "That looks huge. That's not me."
I still say it looks too big.
Yeah, he says it looks too big. And what I've determined is that, as a guy, you're not used to seeing your own penis up close and personal. You're used to seeing it from, a couple feet away, something like that, because you're looking down on it. And also, you don't really look at the underside of your penis that much.
It's true. This is the first time I've ever seen the bottom of my cock.
Yeah, it's not something that you really study too frequently for most guys. You can stick a mirror under there and really get to know it well, but yeah. Oh my goodness, he is now dunking it in his mimosa.
I just wanted to see if it fit. It does.
Oh, that's awesome.
You should do this with the real thing.
Oh, that's a good way to drink mimosas.
Sorry.
It might take a little while,
I'm
but
focusing again. Hopefully this is not a poisonous, hazardous material.
nah.
Talking a bit about quality of it. I know you're talking about size and
Okay.
whatnot, but
Sure.
I think we could have mixed once the mold is made, we mix two silicone substances, substance A and substance B, together, and then pour it, and you have to let it sit for a while.
24 hours,
A
I
day,
think.
yeah, 24
Yeah.
hours. Looking at it, it's got some bubbles in it. I'm pretty sure those are from where it didn't mix
Air in the
properly.
mixing?
Yeah, there's air in the mixing. And then the very end of it has this kind of frightening split that's still a little tacky, and that makes me think that because it never dried completely.
I was gonna say, if there was a little excess moisture down the very bottom or something.
Or it wasn't mixed properly. That's what I'm thinking,
Yeah.
because I'm thinking it's like that epoxy-style glue where you mix chemical A and chemical
Yeah.
B, and it becomes something really sticky. And in this case, I think you mix the two chemicals, and it becomes something that is fleshy and hard.
Right. So you have to mix it very thoroughly, but you don't have a lot of time to mix it. So
Yeah, that's the other
kinda-
issue. Yeah, so it's,
Yeah.
but it does give me this kind of monstrous, the head itself has kind of got a little split in it that,
Yeah. That's all right. We'll do another one.
yeah, we're going to do another one for sure. And then this one, we did put the vibrator in this one, although I sort of wish we hadn't. Because the vibrator is one of those as cheap as it can get, bullet style or,
It's just a basic
that plastic
vibrator.
that you throw a couple of batteries in, and it's either on or not.
Yeah. And admittedly, I don't think it needs the vibrator, really.
No, not for our
Yeah.
purposes, because our goal was to use it either as just a basic dildo for you or as a peg when pegging. And I will say, where I don't feel the vibrator in it, it does have a little bit of soft pliability, but where the vibrator is, it's really hard.
It is
And
very hard.
That was for me uncomfortable. That
Yeah.
inability to flex.
I still don't think, though, that particular, whatever that silicone that's using is meant to be as soft and flexible as some silicone toys are.
Yeah.
Which is fine. But yeah, we're definitely going to do this again because it was fun. And now we've learned a few things. So,
Yeah. But yeah, so I still say it does look bigger. Even in my hand, it feels bigger than what I'm used to having in my hand, which is weird. I know that
is weird.
unlikely, but it is possible that the mold itself, after we made it, settled. I don't know. I don't know how molds work. Don't make that face, guy.
You're going to stab me with your penis?
Yes, I'm going to throw it at you, bounce it off
For your Clone-a-Willy? Sorry.
I'm going to pistol whip you with a cock. What is that? Anyway, there's got to be a name for that. Tossing the dildo. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but playing with it was fun with you because I had you on the bed and had it firmly inside of you, which is interesting to see me fuck you from that angle. And then while we were doing that, we had the vibrator on your clit, and you started to squirt, but I couldn't get the dildo out in time. And then actually you said, "Ooh, we need a towel because I'm going to squirt." And I was like, "All right." So we stopped, gave you a few seconds, got the towel, laid it down, and then went back to the dildo here being penetrating you and the vibrator on the clit. Mm-hmm. And once again, you were like, I'm going to squirt. And you were like, pull it out. And me kind of confused. I was like, I can't get it out in time, blah, blah, blah. And when I finally pulled it out, it was like the bloody floodgates. It was like putting your thumb over the end of a hose and then just spraying it. And that was the first time I'd ever seen you like squirt,
spray,
like, yeah. Like that you... And I happened to be on my knees in front of you, so it all went in my chest and neck and face.
And it was awesome.
Which was kind of hot. Not both temperature and sexually. It was not what I was expecting to happen. But yeah, that was kind of awesome.
Yeah, because normally when I'm going to do air quotes squirt, it's more of like a dribble or something. Yeah. It's not like spraying all over the room, which is a bit more of what this was like.
This was definitely spraying all over the room. And it was one of those great moments because when you were done, we both kind of looked at each other and I had your ejaculate kind of dripping down my chest. And we both, rather than be all like sexy, hey, will you like that? I think we just broke out into laughter.
We just burst out laughing.
For the next 5 to 10 minutes, we were giggling and laughing. So that was kind of awesome.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was the first time you had ever done that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I've since replicated, but yes.
Well, now you know how to do it.
Exactly.
See, and that's why you keep practicing, people. Practice makes perfect. Or practice makes squirfect.
Oh, that was terrible.
I know.
Oh my God. That's not at all where I thought you were going with that.
Squirtle.
Squirtle the turtle?
Yep.
Okay.
Pokemon. I don't do Pokemon, but I do know Squirtle. Because, Squirtle. Yeah. And then a few nights later, we tried it with me receiving in the whole go fuck yourself sort of category.
And I think the first thing, as soon as I started to put it in to Mr. Adam, because I didn't have the panties on for strap-on yet. It was I was just using my hand.
Yeah, this isn't strap-on friendly at this point. And again, it's because of the vibrators in it.
Yeah.
But the next
when we
one
do another one, we'll make it strap-on friendly, yeah. But the first thing that you said, as soon as I started to put it inside of you, and it was well lubed up, everything, and you said, "Holy fuck, I'm huge." Because you don't typically tend to fuck yourself, so you don't really know.
Nope. Yep.
Yeah. But we got it in. Wasn't too bad.
No, yeah, but it was like...
Because, when you compare it then to other toys that we have, it's bigger than, I would say, many, but smaller than the biggest one you have.
Yes.
So we knew you could take it.
Well, yeah, and it's also a different shape because many of them, this is I'm going to say with
a penis shape?
I'm going to say with a little bit of modesty, a perfect shaped penis, but it's circumcised, and so it's got a big helmet kind of head on it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that is unlike most of the pegs that we've got, which are either smooth or ribbed or bubbled or whatever you want to call it. But this is actually penis shaped.
Yes.
And so that, and plus again, it's inflexible, completely inflexible. So that was a bit on the negative.
Yeah. and again, that may have to do with the vibrator in it. We'll find out when we do it again next time.
But it was one of those things where I'm laying on the bed watching you with your evil, wicked eyes and that grin of absolute, well, it's a terror-inducing, sexy grin. And you jam it in me so far that I thought I could feel it in my throat.
It was not that far in.
It felt like it.
Because we were only part way in, only maybe halfway in, and you said, "Oh fuck, I'm not sure I can fuck myself." And I love that one.
That's so true.
But we got it all the way in.
Yeah, and once I relaxed, it was okay.
Yeah, it was good.
But I've said it before. I am an anti-size queen. I like to bottom, but I don't want to bottom for someone who's ginormous. Mm-hmm. And I think I've decided that I am as big as I'd like to take. Mm-hmm. Whoosh. I'm swinging it through the air right now.
So that was fun. So we played with that for a little while with you.
Yeah.
And then at some point decided, okay, you'd had enough of fucking yourself.
Yes, it's true. I'm all veiny too. Sorry. I'm looking at myself again. The dildo me, not the real me.
And now he's holding it up to himself. That's excellent. So we played with that for a while. Decided you'd had enough of fucking yourself. So I pulled it out, and we decided that we would go to one of our other pegs. And so that's when I put the panties on and pulled out one of the smaller pegs. And you said, "Hold on, I'm sore. Give me a moment." And so gave you a moment. We kind of just played around and kissed and whatever. I think you may have gone down on me for a little bit. And then I went back inside you with the peg, and we finished up with that.
Yeah.
So all in all, it was a lot of fun. And I really like hearing you talk about fucking yourself when you're in the moment.
Yeah, it's... well, now when anybody says, "Go fuck yourself," I can.
Yes. Give it a little bit of warm up.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Give him a slight massage, a lot of lube, and a few minutes and some deep breaths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It really was. The whole experience, I think, was good. We learned a lot. We learned that you have to be very quick with a lot of the steps.
Yes.
When it says 2 minutes, they actually mean 20 seconds.
20 to 30 seconds. Yeah, exactly.
And, of course, it has to be well mixed. But again, given that you don't have a lot of time to get it mixed and poured, you just got to be fast.
Yeah.
And so for us, it took a little bit of practice. Again, this was take 2 on it, and I think the next one we'll be able to do even better. And I actually, looking at this now, not only would I want the next one to be not vibrator, not have the vibrator in it. I want it to be strap-on friendly, so we need to have a bigger base on it. And I wouldn't mind, even for another one, see if we can get some balls in there, too.
Yeah, that's going to take a little more effort.
Yeah. But I think, we could do it.
Yeah, all in all, I think it's a fun product to play with.
It's fun to make with your partner. It's fun to play with after it's made.
It does lack a little bit in quality, but at the same time, it's not that expensive.
No.
I think we paid $35 for it and got it for half price. I think in the States
I think we paid less than that.
Did you? Okay. So I think we got it for half price. But anyway, so we picked it up when we were in the States. So it's under $100.
Yeah.
Well under $100. And for a fun night,
oh yeah,
or what ends up being multiple nights because of the timing that you have to take, it's fun to play with and kind of fun to goof around with.
And now we still play with it. So
yeah, we'll definitely play with it. And plus, it sort of gives us a little more direction to kind of, for the next time we do it, we know what we want, like you said.
Yeah.
No vibrator, maybe add the balls if we can. But I think the next time we do it, we'll probably, having had this experience with the Clone-a-Willy, we'll probably just do it with stuff we can get from our local special effects supply shop.
Yeah, mostly because it's easier for us to get here. I mean,
because the Clone-a-Willy is difficult to find down here.
Yeah, in the States and maybe in Europe, I don't know. But if you get on Amazon, you can order basically anything and have it there. But we don't really have that here. So it's a little more difficult to find these things. Might be able to find it at some of the sex shops. But, I mean, the special effects makeup shop is a lot closer and easier for us to get to.
Yeah.
So admittedly, we'll probably just go there and get the stuff from them.
Yeah. And I'm looking forward to them going, what are you going to make? My hand. My Weena.
Right.
I got a friend named Weena, and she's mine.
I'm sure you wouldn't be the first one to go in there with that idea.
Yeah, but I might be the first one to go in there and admit that I have that idea. That's the issue.
I'm sure it'd be entertaining for them
But
as
yeah.
well.
All in all, I would highly recommend,
It's a fun experience.
it's a fun experience.
And it's a fun product to play with afterwards.
If you can allow yourself to laugh at yourself and allow your partner to laugh at yourself, guys, I would highly recommend it. Plus, it's what I'm thinking now is what we should do is clone every Willy that comes into this house, and we can have them like mounted on the wall. That way, we can terrify people. Be like, "Why are those?" And we can put little badges underneath them,
like
as
the
to
wall
who
of
they are.
vaginas, like at Mona.
Yes,
in
like the wall of
Hobart.
vaginas at Hobart.
Yeah.
But yeah, only we'll do penises.
Excellent.
Just as if you could have like husband one.
You can have the penis and the vagina next to each other
Yeah.
if they're partners, and if they're singles,
That's true.
then just by themselves. Yeah.
See, that's what we need to do now is figure out how to clone you. I think that's going to be a lot more difficult.
Yeah, because I know when we were at Mona, we talked about having vaginas on the walls for all of our female partners, but those were actually molded, so that's a lot more difficult.
Yeah, they were hand molded.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
What I'm thinking is we just plaster you up with some sort of casting thing, and then
Right.
I gotta get on the internet now. Yeah. So, anything else you want to say about this Willy that I have in my hand?
I think we've already said everything we need to say.
Yeah.
Or I want to, anyway.
Yeah, me too. Cool. So go clone yourself a Willy.
Yeah.
If you want to ask us about our Cloning-a-Willy experience, feel free to shoot us an email. We are the atomsoflove@gmail.com, or you can send us a message on the Twitterverse at By the By Podcast. We're also on the Facebooks. Feel free to message us there as well. www.facebook.com/bythebypodcast. And find us on our website, www.bytheby.com.au. And we look forward to hearing about your Willy cloning experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Dun, dun, dun.
And before we do sign off, we want to remind you that we do have a pendulum party coming up May 19th. So for those who are bi-curious, bisexual, what all was it you said last time? Homo-accepting, homo-flexible, hetero-flexible. I don't remember all the terms.
Yeah, you're going through all of them, yeah.
If you're just, if you're just curious, whatever, you want to come out and play and have a good night at our secret spot here in Sydney. It's a night where everyone can play. It's, guy on guy play is acceptable. Any kind of swapping and play really is good. We had a really, really great time last time, and we're looking forward to another fantastic evening. Tickets can be found on our website, on our Twitter account, Facebook, on Our Secret Spot's website, www.oursecretspot.com.au. Yeah. Anything else you want to add?
No, that's spot on. I know tickets are going fast. I already know a bunch of tickets have been sold. So, yay! It's going to be another big party. Really
looking forward to it.
If you are curious as to what the pendulum party looks like, we've got one of our podcasts in the not too distant past was on the pendulum party.
Mm-hmm.
So check it out, give it a listen, and come on out to the party. We hope to see you there. Bye.